Hello, my loves. This is Malayla with Love and Light Starseed Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. Today I'm going to do a reading for Leo. And this is for Leo and the person they're thinking about right now. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope everyone's doing well and having a great day. These are timeless messages, so whenever you click on the reading, it's meant for you. Angel, spirits, guides, please show us what we need to see right now. What is the overall energy between Leo and their person? Death, rebirth, Scorpio energy, Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. Okay, so it just seems like something is coming to an end or has come to an end in love. Maybe you're wanting new love or to give your cup of love somewhere else because you're not getting what you want or need in this connection. There's fast forward movement in a new direction. Possibly towards a Scorpio. What is your energy at this time? The Star. Queen of Swords. Ooh, Eight of Swords. Yeah, so you are healing. Healing from pain. You're cold, detached. You're in your head. Mental imprisonment, thinking about something over and over again, you know, an over-analysis paralysis. But you're healing. You're getting stronger. What is their energy, please? Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, King of Swords. Wow. Yeah, so they're matching your energy as far as cold, detached, in their head, sleepless nights, anxiety, worry, emotional. They're just being emotional instead of healing. That's the only difference here. You know, and I'm also getting that you might be wanting to desire, to figure out, you're desiring to figure out, what your own beliefs are. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? What do you want? I see a mirroring energy. Like I said, the only difference is you are healing and they are emotionally unbalanced or emotionally unstable. Maybe you feel like you've adopted their belief system or somebody's belief system as your own. How do you view them? How do you see this person? The Tower. King of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. You see them as, your stability. They were your stability, but it came crashing down. They were your finances. They were your loyalty. I just see this person that, they were giving to you financially. You thought that this person would be loyal to you, but it came to an end. It came crashing down. You know, when someone has control over your thoughts, actions, money, then you're not really living your life. You're living someone else's dream. How do they see you? The World. The Emperor. The Hierophant. Yeah. They see you as wanting higher level of commitment, wanting to start a new cycle, but you're controlling and you're, you know, in your ego. You're stubborn. You're wanting things your way or the highway. But you're definitely wanting a higher level of commitment from this person. You're wanting to control their world. And their finances. How do you feel about them? Whoa. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. Nine of Coins. Yeah, you feel like they're giving their offers in other areas, and they are living a single life. And that they're uncertain about their future. But that they're giving their pentacles somewhere else. How do they feel about you? The Strength, Leo energy. 5 of Coins. And the Moon, yeah. Yep, this is the vibe I'm getting. They feel that you're too controlling about money, so therefore they're fearful. They fear lack. They fear that they're not enough. They live in uncertainty about finances and you. They don't know if they have the courage and strength to, give you what you need as far as financial stability. But they're fearful that they're not enough. What are your actions in the 3D? 10 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. King of Wands. Yeah, could be another Aries, Leo, Sag. We have earth signs out as well. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I just am hearing, you don't want to carry this burden. You don't want there to be a heavy burden. You're wanting to learn more, be more creative, figure out who you are on a more authentic level. Knowing you're the only one who can shape your future. No one else is going to do it for you. You have to become more of the King of Wands, like taking action for your future. You know, you are a natural born leader. You don't have to follow anyone else's footsteps or direction. You know, you need to advocate for yourself and what you want and what is good for you. What are their actions in the 3D? What are they doing? Ooh, the Devil and 5 of Swords. King of Cups, yeah. Again, getting that they're emotionally unstable, but, you know, I just see addictions, codependency, mind games, manipulation. What are your messages towards them, please? If you could say anything right now, what would you say? Page of Cups, 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, yeah. Your messages to them would to be, you know, that you're thinking, you know, am I putting in the time and effort into something that I really want for my future? Am I holding myself back from collaborating with the right people? You know, are you in alignment with what you want for yourself for right now and the future? You know, you may want to help teach or guide other people at this time. You know, be the leader that leads other people to success. Light a fire so that they want a positive change in their life and want to guide others to a place of success. You know, collaborating with the right people. What are their messages towards you? 4 of Coins, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords. Wow. So their messages towards you is that they're stalking you. They're watching you. They're on high alert. They're being greedy. They're holding back because they think that you are being a player. They think that you are being in and out, hot and cold. They think that you are out there. So therefore, they watch you and stalk you and keep tabs on you. What is the outcome for these two, please? What is the outcome? 4 of Cups. Justice, Libra energy. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so someone is bored, or both could be bored with this connection. Knowing that there needs to be balance and that basically it's all about money. All about the pentacle here. Needing more balance in this connection. It can't be just one way or just all about money. That's not going to sustain a connection or a relationship for the future. Needing to have, more balance. What is the advice, please? The Fool. 3 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Wow. Yeah. So I'm just getting the advice is that there's been a lot of heartache, betrayal. definitely needing time apart, resting, rejuvenating, healing. But to take a new leap of faith, start something new. I mean, you can't beat a dead horse, right? You can't get blood from a turnip, is what I'm feeling here. In that, needing to start new. I have Aries energy, needing to take a leap of faith, needing to surrender to the universe. Maybe wanting to, like I said, start something new or teach someone, guide somebody, be a mentor. Yeah, help people with their heartache and pain. Let's see, what are the messages from this person? If they could say anything at all to you, what would they say at this time? I'm just getting lead by example. Right? You don't need to have a bunch of followers. You just need to lead by example, and people will follow you, in order to help others, not just be a follower. You inspire people to do the right things by you doing the right things. You uplift humanity. You uplift society. Instead of trying to beat a dead horse. I mean, let's see what messages want to come through from this person. I'm starting to understand our connection. I remember every detail of that day. I wish things could be different. These are the messages I have. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.